What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison and a review of Pomme Trempée by Duo Fragrances, which is the inspiration of Kilian's Apple Brandy. The notes in Pomme Trempée are going to be green apple, vanilla, cedar, and brandy. So Duo Fragrances Pomme Trempée, which is the inspiration of Kilian's Apple Brandy. As we all know, the atomizers are very generous. They spray strong and they spray wide. So to my nose, the way that Pomme Trempée opens up is with a very bright blast of slightly sweet, slightly tart, and slightly waxy, intense apple. Followed by that intense green apple, I get a very subtle amount of booziness. The brandy in this, the one thing that I'm reminded of, definitely hands down of the brandy, a black and mild wood-tipped wine cigar. That's exactly what that brandy smells like in here. Following the brandy, I get a woodsy note, overabundant, amped up woodsy note, which is undoubtedly cedar, hands down. Now following the cedar in the background as the base is going to be the vanilla. To me, the vanilla doesn't really start to stand out until about 10 to 15 minutes later. And as time goes on longer is when this vanilla really transitions. I'm talking when you get, an hour into it, an hour and a half later with some exposure to heat as well, the vanilla takes a turn into like a gourmandish type of vanilla. It's like if I went to the store and I found a vanilla candle that just smelled completely edible. Now, I've had this fragrance since last winter. It is now that time to where we're creeping into spring, so I've worn this quite a bit, from cold temperatures to warm temperatures to warmer temperatures, anywhere from 12 degrees and below to 57 degrees as the warmest that we've had so far. Personally, I feel that this scent is best suited for winters. Does it cut through the cold? Yeah, minimally, not really. But like I said, this is 100% to my nose a winter fragrance. Super cold weather, anytime, any place, anywhere, any attire, any occasion, whatever, anything and everything type of fragrance. I mean, I've worn this snowboarding, I've worn this to my daily job outside, to just my in-home regular routine, lounging, watching TV, and it shines in any and every occasion, in my opinion. That green apple, when it opens up, it's refreshing, it's energetic. Then you get that edible vanilla, you get an abundant amount of cedar, and that sophisticated booziness. It's not a drunk type of booziness, and it's not necessarily a buzzed type of booziness, but it is borderline, so it's boozy and it's not boozy. It's a nice touch. Now, the one thing that I cannot seem to shake off, which has unfortunately put me at a pass on this fragrance to turn away from it, is this spearmint vibe that I get. It's like an outdated, off-brand type of toothpaste spearmint vibe. And I personally think it's because of the abundant amount of cedar. I literally just can't shake it, plain and simple. And it sucks because this has a lot of good qualities about it. So I would still suggest anyone and everyone to still consider getting your nose on this for yourself. Now, as for performance, longevity is going to be great. Longevity is 9 hours on skin, 9 hours on clothing, and that is just minimal. And where it fails is going to be projection. Projection is literally, for me, to my nose to chest length. And I feel projection just drops off out of nowhere like it jumped off a mountain 30 minutes later. And honestly, it's like projection was almost non-existent to begin with. As for sillage is going to be hit or miss. It's intermittent. It's like I get it here, I get it there, I get it over there, I get it everywhere in random places at random times. It's like I need to be moving or have a breeze to carry that scent for my nose to get a whiff of it. So overall, performance is going to be under average and it's going to be weak in my opinion. Moving on to the original Apple Brandy by Kilian. The opening to me is, I get this soft, subtle, somewhat sugary Welch's grape type of vibe. And the more as time goes on, I feel like it turns into a soft, spiced, warm, soaked apple. But it's very, very subtle. It's not something that's pronounced or loud. Following that grape smell and the brandy behind it, I get a woodsy note and I get a little bit of vanilla. Not a lot, a little. So the listed notes in apple brandy are going to be oak, cedar, labdanum, and vanilla. One thing that I noticed about this, really don't get a lot of cedar or any cedar, if anything. If anything, I feel it leans to the oak side of the woodsy notes, and it's like a creamy type of oak. It's everything in apple brandy is just super, super subtle and super soft, plainly put. And the biggest difference that I can say about this is the noticeable quality. The quality is much more in apple brandy than it is in Pomme Trempée, and that's not to say that either one is better than the other or a better quality, or that this is more synthetic. So now when speaking about performance with apple brandy, it was honestly just the same for me. Chest nose length projection, sillage is, here and there, needing body movement or a breeze to carry that scent to your nose. Longevity was good, 9-hour minimum as well, but overall performance is just under average and weak. I cannot justify ever buying a 50 ml bottle for the retail price of $320. In the community, you can find it brand new in box with the cough rat for, $250, $270, it just depends. But regardless, I cannot justify the price point for how underperforming it is and just being an okay fragrance. It's just an okay fragrance. There's a lot of hype around this, but to me, it did not live up to the hype. Now, if I had to choose between the two, honestly, I'm going to pass on both at the end, but I'm going to go with Pomme Trempée, 100%. It's bright, it's energetic, it smells delicious, but it's got that off-putting vibe that I got from it. It's not to say that they're bad fragrances, because they're not bad. Now, as for both fragrances, they're both labeled as unisex, but I definitely 100% find Pomme Trempée to be more masculine than anything. That being said, I find apple brandy to definitely lean more unisex. It can be worn either by a male or a female, 100%. Now, unfortunately, this comes to the last part of the video. I no longer have a need or a want to review fragrances anymore. I've decided I'm just going to leave the fragrance community and all. This is going to be my last video. I'm going to leave this video up for a little bit, and then I'm just deleting my YouTube and removing myself from the community. Psych! Just kidding. Surprise giveaway, okay? Shout out to all my loyal subscribers and my day ones. Your encouragement, your positive reinforcement, and just overall support in general has helped me a lot and helped me continue doing what I'm doing. And as we all know, I'm new to this game. I'm new to everything. So the winner will get their choice of any one in-stock fragrance on Duo's website. Your choice, one bottle. It's got to be in stock. Your pick. So here's how it's going to go. The second that this video drops is the second that this giveaway starts. The only thing that I ask is that if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber, and you must leave a comment. Any kind of comment. It could be, if you smell these fragrances, what do you think about these frags? What do you think about the video? What could I have done better? Any kind of criticism, anything that would help me to get you guys to engage in my videos more and watch them. Anything that helps me, that helps you, helps us all. There's only going to be 60 openings for this giveaway. If the 60 spots are not filled, it will still close by tomorrow, Friday, 2 in the morning, Eastern time. Now, as for finding the winner and announcing the winner, tomorrow as well, Friday, noon Eastern time, 12 o'clock Eastern time, I will be going live on YouTube, and I will be assigning you guys all a random number, putting it into a wheel. We will spin that wheel live, and that's how we're going to find the winner. Bada boom, bada bang, bada beep, bada bop, bop. Winner, it's going to be up to you. It's going to be your obligation, your responsibility to find me on Facebook Messenger. It's just as my YouTube name, Lincoln J. Nunez. You will need to message me and make sure that all your information is correct, name and address, and then I will personally order any one in-stock fragrance from you from the Duo website and have it directly shipped to you.